Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the futures, some commas. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? They make profits. That TTG money gang, we some snipers.
He is probably one of the number one target. Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Happy July 4th. Happy Independence Day to all my TG fam out there. Yes, we're live here on the True Trading YouTube channel. Before you guys enjoy the holiday, before you go to your barbecues, before you hang out with your friends and your family, before it's time for fireworks, we've got some stuff to discuss here today on this live stream. I'm going through a quick little Q&A session. It's going to be a quick live stream. It's going to be a little bit different than our normal live streams. If you guys have been on this YouTube channel in the past, we're going to do things a little bit differently today. We're going to do a little bit of a quicker live stream, because we still have a couple of really important points that I do want to hit on. So happy July 4th to all of my THD fam. You guys enjoy the day, but you better come back tomorrow with all 10 fingers. And I want to see anybody missing any fingers tomorrow. My name is Michael Everett Parinati. I go by Michael Everett. I began my career working at a fund called T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. It's my first job out of college. And while there, I had to go through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, and I am the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with 10 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of people from all over the world reach their goals. We have members from 115 different countries in True Trading Group. We are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform available today that combines university-level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and we provide mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures for all styles of trading. We do day trading, swing trading. We also do long-term investing. We do all of it here in True Trading Group, something for everybody. We take that university level curriculum, we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year. These tools are important. They give you more information. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success, but they're expensive. That's why we have spent years building relationships with those companies to put those products on our platform at no additional cost to you whatsoever. You also get access to all of our members, the most educated, helpful, and successful community of traders you'll ever find. And of course, the real-time trade alerts from the mods and myself that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst us all as a group on all of our executions of around 80%, not going on the last 3 years. So if you're new, you guys are in the right place. If you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you've certainly come to the right place. We do these live 6 days a week, even on holidays. And we guys will go over with you guys and give you free analysis, golden nuggets, lessons, trade ideas, market commentary, anything that we can do to share our experience with you and our education, our knowledge with you, give you guys a better chance of having success in the market. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these live streams. All right. So like I said, we're gonna do things a little bit differently here today on this live stream, guys. We're going to go through like a Q&A session. We're going to have in a moment, my partner is going to come on here and is going to ask me a bunch of questions. But before we do that, I want to make sure that everybody is aware of the July 4th sale that is ongoing right now. You guys have ever been interested in joining True Trading and getting a real professional level of education, similar to what I learned working at the fund in New York. We do have the July 4th sale running. It's over tomorrow at midnight. You can go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. You click apply code. The price drops down to $820. That's it for the entire year. The price is normally $2,212. When you go to ttgoffer.com, you must manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price then drops all the way down to $820. There are no upsells for courses and tools. You get all of it with TTG. You get all of our courses. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training that I learned working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. We've got all of it. You get it. There's no VIP or pro course that costs more money. They're all included for the $820. But you also get $5,000 worth of tools. You get Benzinga Pro's newsfeed, congressional trading data, insider trading by management, Quote Media's full book level 2, the Trade Idea Scanner, Trading Views premium charting software, a simulator from ETNA that lets you practice trading with fake money but real-time data, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. You get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, a social sentiment scanner, a trading journal, our watch list, the mods and I publish every day with entry and exit points, so you know exactly what to focus on before the day even begins. All of this is included when you join for the $820. You only have until tomorrow at midnight. So go to ttgoffer.com to take advantage of this 63% discount. The price is going to say $2,212. You got to manually type in TTG121, click apply code. That price then drops all the way down to $820. Sign up, join the fam, and you lock it in. Because that $820 price point, you're locking yourself in at that for life. So you are going to grandfather yourself in at that price. So when your membership comes up to renew next year, you'll only pay $820 to renew. Doesn't matter. Membership could be $2,500 next year. You're only going to pay $820 to renew. Okay. So I also offer you guys a double your money back guarantee. I don't want to forget about that. I stand behind the platform that we've created. If you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend one study group, if you are still unable to make back the $820 at least one time, we'll give you back $1,640. We'll put our money where our mouth is. That's how we prove it to you. Text us if you guys have any questions. All right. If you're having a hard time signing up, send us a text message. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. If you're having a hard time signing up, maybe you used to be a trial member, or you used to be an annual member, we got to whitelist your email address. So you have to text message us at 786-505-4049. Again, that phone number, it's 786-505-4049. Send us that text message. All right, guys, with that being said, I want to go on. I want to bring you on. I want to introduce you guys to my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. We're going to go through a nice little Q&A session here before the holiday really gets underway. Everybody give a big shout out, AO to Adam.
Hola, Mikey.
What's up, man?
All right. Look at us working on
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Just killing it. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Here's what we're gonna do. I figured today would be a great day, just like the title of the stream says, stock market for beginners, right? We were talking about freedom. We were talking about independence. And there's a lot of people that know that the stock market is great. They know they want to get into it, but there's a lot of questions that people have. And I figured on like an off day, we could take 30 minutes or so and just answer some of the top questions. You can kind of delve into it a little bit. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I think it's, there's a lot of people out there that are, I feel there's a lot of people that are out there that are like intimidated, like they want to get involved, but they don't really know anything. So they stay away. So to do a nice little beginner Q&A on an off day when we don't have any economic data, we don't have any inflation, we don't have any earnings, we have nothing, there's no trading going on. So it's a nice day to kind of get people to dip their feet into the water.
Sure. All right. First up, you ready?
Yep.
All right. We'll make you big here.
Okay. I like it.
I'll be over here.
All
right. So first question.
Yeah.
What is the main difference between trading and investing?
So the way that I explain it to people is that when you trade, you're looking to generate income. When you invest, you're looking to build wealth. And the biggest difference is your time horizon. Now, trading is a lot more frequent. Trading is, you can either be a day trader or a swing trader. Now, a day trader, you're going to buy today and you're going to sell today. A swing trader is you're going to buy today and maybe you sell tomorrow or a couple days or a couple weeks later. Investing, you're buying today and you're holding for many years. So the biggest difference is going to be your time horizons. And I say trade for income, invest to build wealth. And the idea here is that you invest in high quality companies whose stocks are not going to end up going to zero, right? Like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla. These stocks are not going to go to zero. So whatever amount of money that you invest into these companies, you're not risking that full amount. So if you decided, hey, I want to put $10,000 into, these stocks, you don't have the potential of losing $10,000 if you are investing for the long term in top quality companies. But if you were to put $10,000 into a trading account, you do have the potential of losing the full $10,000. So whatever the amount of money is that you're going to trade with, make sure that it's a dollar amount that if you lost all of it, you would be totally okay. Your life is not going to change. But what you invest, that's your nest egg, right? Don't take your investments and put them into these like random high flyer, YOLO, super high risk type of trades where, could you make 500%? Yes. But could you lose 98%? Also, yes. Use that for the trading stuff. If you want to take risk, take it with the trading stuff. Your investments and your long-term portfolio needs to be a lot more conservative, and because that's your nest egg, right? That's how you're going to build wealth over time for you and your family. And those are the biggest differences between trading and investing. I recommend that you keep them completely separate. Like I do my trading, which is where we try to generate income. I do that in Lightspeed. Lightspeed is the broker that I use. So if you use E-Trade or Thinkorswim or Charles Schwab or Webull or Robinhood, that's going to be for your trading. Then I would recommend having a separate account for your long-term investments so that when you log into your account every day, you're not looking at both. You don't want to log in to trade and you looking at your long-term portfolio is up or down. Because if the market's up big one day, you're going to come be like, wow, look, I'm up thousands of dollars in my long-term portfolio. This is great. So what happens is you end up trading a lot less risk adverse, right? You lose all risk management. You're like, oh, I'm up $5,000 today with your long-term portfolio. So if you lose $3,000, you're like, oh, I'm still up $2,000. No, you're not. You lost $3,000. All you're doing is eating into all of the profit that you should be generating in your long-term portfolio. And then vice versa. If the markets are down big one day, you log into your long-term portfolio and you say, oh my God, I'm down $5,000. Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? You're going to freeze. You're going to miss all these trading opportunities that are out there. You're not going to short anything. You're not going to be going long anything. You're just going to be frozen like a deer in headlights at the money that you're down in the long-term portfolio, when in reality it's meaningless that you're down that in this one day, because in a year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, you're going to be up money on it. So separate the two, keep them in. I have my long-term portfolio. The majority of my money is with JP Morgan's wealth management division. I also have some money with Fidelity. And that's my advice to people that are trying to figure out the difference between trading and investing.
All right. Excellent. Next up, you're going to love this one.
Yeah.
Is the stock market a scam?
No. Now, there are scammers in the stock market, but the stock market itself is not a scam. It's the most efficient monster being that's ever existed. The market first of all, the market is never wrong. It's you that is wrong. The market sees through. The market is almost like a living organism. It's so incredible. I'm so obsessed with the markets and the way that it works. The stock market's not a scam. The people that say the stock market's a scam are just people that are completely uneducated on how the stock market works. So therefore they think it's a scam because they don't understand it. And because they don't understand it, they never have success with it. And because they never have success with it, they think I either have the worst luck ever or the stock market has to be a scam. And because most people don't want to believe that they just are a bad luck charm, They just think that the stock market's a scam and it's rigged against them and it's only for the super wealthy people to take advantage of the little mom and pop investors that are out there. And the super wealthy end up taking advantage of the mom and pop investors, but not because the stock market's a scam. It's because the mom and pop investors have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And that's why getting educated is so important. I want to be the reason True Trading Group, I want True Trading Group to be the reason why retail investors are never referred to as dumb money ever again. So Wall Street, hedge funds, institutional money, professionals, they refer to retail as dumb money because they don't know what they're doing. And they always do the opposite of what they're supposed to. The markets crash. They wait till the markets get to the bottom. They panic and they sell when you should be buying. The markets rally to these ridiculous levels and like, oh, the market's doing so good, we should buy. In the meantime, the professionals are selling because they know that those valuations just don't make sense and they're not sustainable. And then they end up buying at the top and they sell at the bottom. And that's the exact opposite of how you're supposed to make money in the markets, right? Buy low, sell high. That's how you make money. Retail does the exact opposite. It's not a scam. It's the greatest wealth building opportunity you'll ever find in your life. The market doesn't care about where you come from, doesn't care how much money you make, doesn't care what your political affiliation is, doesn't care what your gender is, doesn't care what your religion is, doesn't care about anything. It's the greatest wealth building opportunity of your life. So I suggest that you begin learning and pay attention to how to take advantage of it.
Excellent. Next question. Do you have to be good at math or very smart to be successful in the stock market?
No, you actually don't. And that's a really good question that you just asked. So being good at math it's not a bad thing, right? Being good at math will help you in the stock market, but it depends on what trading style and what trading strategy that you implement. There are trading strategies out there that don't require really any math skill whatsoever. You know, a lot of people think that trading is all about statistics and data and figures. And yeah, sure, some people use data and all these figures and statistics to help them make their decisions. But really what trading is, the best traders out there are the ones that are able to win the tug of war battle between themselves. Trading is 80 to 85% mental and psychological. It is a battle of you. You are fighting yourself. You're fighting your emotions of fear of losing money, your emotions of fear of missing out on making money, your fear of greed, of wanting to make more. All of those emotions are typically what cause traders to make the wrong decisions. It's the reason why computers are so much better at this than we are, because computers make decisions strictly based on statistics and math. They don't use emotions at all in their decision making. When you trade with emotions, you make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you lose money. So the best traders are the ones that are not necessarily good at math, but the ones that are the best at controlling their emotions. I just did a little like 3 weeks ago. I did a 2-day trader psychology boot camp, and we talked about this a lot, about the emotions of trading, and it was the psychological aspect of trading. And there's certain types of personalities that are better at swing trading versus day trading, trend trading versus reverse trend trading, or counter trend trading and reversal trading. There's so many different type of trading styles. I assure you there's a style and a strategy that's going to be right for you. That's called trader identity. We actually have a trader identity boot camp coming up in August to help traders figure out what their trader identity is. And this is what makes traders good versus ones that fail. It's not because you don't fail because you're bad at math. You don't excel because you're good at math. You excel because you're able to control your emotions better than the next person.
Excellent. All right. Next question. What is paper trading and why should people consider it?
So paper trading is you're going to be trading, but with fake money. Okay, that's paper trading. You're actually executing orders, you're buying, you're selling, but it's with fake money. You're not risking any cash. Why should people consider it? Every single trader, and I mean every single trader that is not profitable should consider paper trading. You got to think of it this way. Why would you, if you were just losing money, that means you're not good at this yet. So why would you keep trading with real money to just continuously lose more? Most people don't have an infinite amount of capital to just keep loading into their trading account after they blow up one account after the next. Most of the traders that fail, it's usually because they start trading right away with real money. Why? I don't know, because you have no idea what you're doing, but you start trading with real money right away. You lose. They're like, oh, that sucked. I'm going to put a couple more $1,000 into my account. You still don't know what you're doing though. So you lose. And eventually you're like, man, I'm down too much money. I can't do this anymore. And you quit. And you quit trading before you've ever even given yourself a chance to see if you're good at it. You don't even know. You might be $1 million trader. You have no idea because you didn't give yourself a chance to learn. Why don't you skip? Let's forego the losing part in the beginning of your trading journey. And let's just start focusing on finding a strategy and a style that works for you that you are able to implement consistently and successfully. And once we've done that, then start trading with real money, right? Like why wouldn't we do that? It's no different than a biotech company that comes out with a drug, right? For some type of disease. They don't just come up with a drug and just give it to a human trial and see if it works or not. They test it first before they give it to the human because they don't want to kill the human, right? Why don't you test your strategy first before you kill your trading account, right? Let's test it first. Let's do a trial. Let's do a dummy session. Let's try to see if we're able to be more than 50% on our win rate. Let's see if we're able to control our risk. Let's see if we're able to make more money when we're right than we lose when we're wrong. Forgo the deep losses in the beginning. Learn from your mistakes. Make your mistakes. You're going to make them. You're going to make mistakes early. Let's make those mistakes with fake money. Let's learn from them so we don't implement them when we have real money on the line. And that could literally prevent you from losing hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars until you figure out the right way and you actually learn how to do this successfully, then start trading with real money.
Next up, how much money do you need to start with when trading? How much money do you need to start trading?
Very big misconception on this one. Everybody thinks you need more money to make more money. Totally false. Starting with more money in your account does not guarantee you're going to make more money. It does guarantee that you'll lose more money though. If you have $500 in your trading account or you have 5 million, if you don't know what you are doing, you're going to lose all of it just the same. It's not like, oh, well, because you have 5 million, now all of a sudden you're going to make boatloads of money. If someone can make money with 5 million, they can also make money with 500. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars in order to make money in the markets. Now, sure, do you have more choices on what you can trade if you have more money? Yes. But does that mean that it's not possible to make money with a $500 account or even a $200 account? No. We have a lot of members of your training group that start with $100, $200, 300, 500, and they've grown those accounts to 3-figure and some even 4-figure accounts. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. You'll learn how to trade options. You have a small account like that. You got $500, $300. Start with options. We'll teach you how to trade options. We have courses on options. We have moderators that have been trading options for 20 years. We'll teach you guys how to trade options correctly. But again, start with the paper trading. Don't just jump right into trading with real money if you don't know anything about options, because you can make money very quickly trading options. You can also lose money very quickly trading options. So it's important to understand and you know what you're doing, but a couple $100, folks, that's all it takes to get started.
All righty. Next up, what are some of the best stockbrokers or trading platforms to start with if you are new?
The best ones to start with if you're new, in my opinion, are E-Trade, Thinkorswim, and Charles Schwab. They are the 3 big retail brokers. They have commission-free trading on equities, and they don't charge the transaction fees anymore for, like I said, they used to charge transaction fees. Like E-Trade, I think it used to be like $4.95 every single time you would transact a trade, whether it was in or out, $4.95. Now they don't do that. You might have small fees on options. If you're trading options, it might be a small fee per option contract, but the transaction fee is no more. So there's no reason for you to use a broker like Lightspeed. I use Lightspeed. Lightspeed still charges commissions, but Lightspeed has, some of the best execution out there. But you don't need something like Lightspeed, and they're not a very user-friendly platform. Lightspeed is used by professionals and hedge funds and professional trading firms and experienced day traders. It's not really for someone that's just getting started. E-Trade and Thinkorswim are, and their customer service is great. If you don't understand something on their platform, call them. Someone will walk you through the platform and the setup, or you can talk to a TGD moderator. If you guys do become part of your trading group, you can talk to our mods. Our mods will be able to walk you through, the different platforms that they use. But I just think that E-Trade, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, I think those are probably the best that are out there.
All right. And next, keeping things very simple. What is a stock exactly? What is a stock?
So a stock it's a security. It's an asset. It represents an ownership interest in a company. So when you own shares of Apple, you technically own a very tiny percentage of Apple, the company. So stocks are also known as equity. And a stock is a unit of ownership in a company. It's a unit of equity in that company. So if you own a stock, this makes you a shareholder, right? So if you own shares of Apple, you're a shareholder of Apple. That means you own a stake in Apple. You own equity in Apple. You actually own a piece of Apple itself. And as a shareholder, you guys might be eligible to receive dividends. Like if the company is successful, the company generates a ton of profit, they might decide that, hey, let's share our profit with our shareholders. That's what a dividend is. So like Chevron or Exxon, they're extremely profitable companies that pay massive dividends to their shareholders. Now, owning shares also could give you a vote in some of the company decisions. Right. So as a shareholder, you might have rights to vote on specific issues, maybe specific management teams or new hires or decisions that they make within the company. You can actually vote at shareholder meetings when they hold votes based on certain things. Right. So the value of a stock is essentially based on the value of the business. So when the value of the business rises or falls based on economic conditions, if the economy is growing or if the economy is shrinking, then the value of the company might go up or down. If their revenue is increasing or their revenue is decreasing, if there's some piece of news that jolts the company to a new level, or maybe there's a piece of news that knocks the company down and brings the company down to some hardships. So when the value of the business rises or falls, so does the value of the stock itself. And in my opinion, stocks are one of the best ways for you guys to build wealth over time, because it allows you to literally be an owner of these companies and of these businesses. So that's why I think the stock market's the greatest wealth building opportunity you guys will ever have.
Nice. And with that, what is an option?
Okay, so this is a good question. A lot of people don't actually understand what an option is. An option is a contract. Okay. It is a contract. It gives the buyer of this contract the right to buy or sell a financial product. In most cases, it's a stock, okay, at a predetermined price by a specific date, okay? So the buyer has the right to do, not the obligation, the buyer has the right to buy or sell the underlying asset at this price. So if that's your strike price, that's the price that you will have the right to buy or sell the stock at. So if it's a call option, that means you are buying the right to buy a stock at a specific price on a specific date. If it's a put option, you are buying the right to sell a stock at a specific price on a specific date. So the strike price, if you bought a call option, if you bought a $100 strike call option with a July 7th expiration, then that means you are buying the right to buy shares of the stock at $100 on July 7th. And on July 7th, if the stock is 108, you can still buy the stock at 100. That's what the call option represents. A put option is the opposite. So if it's a $100 strike with a July 7th expiration put, the put option gives you the right to sell the stock at 100, regardless of their stock can be at $85 on July 7th. You have the right to sell it at 100. And options are available on like many different things. I know I'm using stock as an example, but it could be stocks, it could be indexes like the S&P 500 or the SPY or the Qs. It could be ETFs. You know, people use options to generate income or to speculate, to hedge risk, or to just, you know, capitalize on directional momentum.
Excellent. All right. And here we go. Here's the next one. What is day trading? What is day trading specifically?
So day trading just refers to you buying an asset or a security today and selling it today. That's day trading. So you're buying something today and you're selling something today. That's day trading. Anything longer than that, if you buy something today and you sell it tomorrow, then that's considered a swing trade. Day trading is just something you buy today and you sell today.
Excellent. So then to answer this next question, what is a swing trade exactly?
Yeah, right. So I kind of just hinted towards that. So the swing trade would be you're buying something today and you're going to sell it either tomorrow or any day thereafter. And that's going to be considered a swing trade.
Okay. What is shorting? What does it mean to short a stock?
Good question. A lot of people don't understand this either. Shorting refers to you selling something that you do not own, okay, in order for you to potentially buy it back at a lower price. And then you make the spread. So this is how it works. If you wanted to short shares of Tesla, but you don't actually own shares of Tesla, but you think the stock's going to go down, you would borrow shares from your broker. Okay, your broker would they would lend you shares. So now you have shares of Tesla. You will sell them into the market. And if you sell them at, let's say, $280, and then you sold those shares at $280, but let's not forget, where'd you get the shares from? Your broker. So you owe those shares back to your broker. You have to give your broker back those shares. So you're going to have to, at some point, buy shares of Tesla because you just sold shares, but you sold your broker shares. You got to buy shares back in order to return them. And now, hopefully, if you sell them at 280 and the stock drops to 250, now you can buy the shares back at 250, and that's called covering your short. Okay, that's called covering your short when you buy the shares back. And if you buy them back at 250, now you return the shares back to your broker, and you just made $30 a share because you sold them at 280 and you bought them at 250. So you made $30. That's how you can make money when a stock price goes down, by shorting shares.
What is technical analysis?
So technical analysis it refers to, the study of charts, right? The study of certain indicators. That indicators on a chart, they show you previous price action. That's what indicators are. They show you past price action to hopefully try to help you predict future price action. Trading volume is also part of technical analysis. This information is used to try to help traders determine the future movement of a security, right? So you rely on past price action to try to dictate future price action. And technical analysis is the study of all of that. It's a study of the candlestick patterns, the chart setups, which is going to be the actual price action itself, and then also the study of the indicators. And the indicators, different indicators plot different types of data. And technical analysis is the study of all of those things together.
Excellent. All right, next question. Hang on one second. All right. Ready?
Yep.
What are moving averages and how do you use them?
Okay, so moving averages are a type of indicator, right? That we just spoke about. Moving averages, they simplify price movement and price action by factoring out like random price fluctuations. So the moving average will broaden out, it will simplify price action instead and get rid of all of this craziness, right? So moving averages are a trend following indicator. They lag current price movement. Okay, they lag current price movement. And it's calculated on past prices. And you can set the time frame that you want to look at. You have, the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, the 20-day, the 200-day moving average. You have all these different time frames that you could, can set. But they essentially, moving averages take the average of all the closing prices for the time period that you select. So if it's a 50-day moving average, you can take the closing price of the last 50 days, and it's going to then plot that one piece of data, what that one price is. So you're simplifying out all of that data. The longer the time period of the moving average, the greater the lag that you're going to have. So a 200-day moving average, you're going to have a much bigger lag than a 10-day or a 20-day moving average because the data is much closer to current time. A 200-day moving average is going to factor in the last 200 days of closing prices. Right. So that's going to be a much broader, slower moving and slower changing moving average versus, let's say, a 10-day or a 20-day is only factoring the last 10 or 20 days. So that moving average is going to move a lot more freely and a lot more quickly. Right. So, that is what I, when you're using moving averages, you can use moving averages to help you determine trend. And you can also use moving averages for specific signals like a golden cross. A golden cross is, for example, when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. A death cross is the opposite. That's when the 50-day moving average crosses under the 200-day moving average. A death cross is usually bearish. It usually means that the trend has shifted to the downside and the future price of the stock is going to go lower. A golden cross is typically bullish. That means that the trend has shifted upward, and then you look for there to be now continued upside movement to the upside. Here's an example. So Adam just actually was able to pull an example of that. Wow, Adam, that was really fast, man. It's right from our course material. So that is an example of a golden cross, which is where highlighted in yellow. The yellow, you can see that's where the 50-day crossed over and above the 200-day, and then you can see the new uptrend ensues with new support at that moving average. So these are just a couple of different ways. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can use moving averages, guys. And there's simple moving averages, there's exponential moving averages, and we can get into, I can talk for an hour just on moving averages, but without going into too much detail. That's kind of the broad strokes of moving averages, and there's many different ways to use them. And as a member of True Trading Group, you will learn in grave detail because we use moving averages a lot in our trading. You'll learn it and you'll get to know it like the back of your hand.
All right. What is relative strength index or RSI and how is it used?
Relative strength index is, again, it's an indicator, and the indicator just kind of gauges the momentum of the stock, and it gauges whether a stock is overbought or oversold. And so if the stock goes too high, too fast, we know that stocks don't go up in straight lines. They don't go down in straight lines. And when a stock price moves too far in a short period of time, the RSI becomes extended and what is considered overbought. So the RSI has a value from 0 to 100. Anything over 70 is considered overbought. Anything over 80 is considered very overbought. Anything under 30 is considered oversold. Anything under 20 is considered very oversold. So that's how a lot of traders will use the RSI indicator to say, okay, well, if a stock is running, and you're coming up to a huge level of resistance, right? It's a huge level of resistance. And the RSI is 84. You're like, wow, the stock is overbought and there's huge resistance here. So there's a more likely than not, there's a chance when the stock reaches that resistance level, it's going to pull back. And a trader can use that information to try to get short a stock at that resistance level and try to capitalize on the move to the downside, or they can use that information to sell a stock that they're long. If you're in a stock, it's going up. You're like, wow, this is great. I'm making so much money. But when do I sell? That's how you can use, an idea of when do I sell? We're coming up to a resistance level. You'll learn how to identify support and resistance as a member trade trader. Don't worry about that. And the RSI is overbought. That could be a good place for you to take some profits off the table.
All right, next up, volume weighted average price, or VWAP, of a stock. What is it? How is it used?
VWAP is an extremely important indicator. And it plots for you the average price that every share has been traded at. So if you have a stock that goes from $10 to $12 to 11 to 12 to 10 to 11 to 12, right? VWAP will average out every single share that has been traded. So there were shares bought at 10, 10, 11, 10, 15, 10, 20, 11, 11, 20, 11, 50, 11, 70, $12, 12.80. It will average out all of those shares and give you one price. And that's your VWAP. And VWAP is important because a lot of institutional traders, if an institutional trader is given an order to say, hey, I want you to buy 100,000 shares of this stock, how that institutional trader is gauged on whether or not they did a good job or not is their average price under VWAP. So if you have a stock that the VWAP is $11.75 and a trader was told to buy 100,000 shares, is their average price under $11.75? If it is, good job. If your average price is above VWAP, bad job. Same thing if an institutional order was told sell 100,000 shares. So the stock, let's say VWAP is $50.20, and the trader's average execution on that 100 shares is $50.48. Good job. You sold above VWAP. If you sold under VWAP, bad job. You didn't do a good job that day. So you have a lot of institutional traders and a lot of algorithms, a lot of computer-based trading systems that transact a lot of their order flow around VWAP. And that's why VWAP tends to be a very important indicator.
All right. We're getting to the end here. What is support and resistance, and how is it used?
Support and resistance, in the simplest of terms, all a support level is the price area that, for whatever the reason, there are more buyers than there are sellers. And resistance is a price area that, for whatever the reason, there's a lot more sellers than there are buyers. That's what support and resistance is. And a lot of times, support and resistance can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you look on a chart and you're like, wow, this stock has support at $20. So because you see support at $20, you're going to buy the stock when it gets near $20, which further adds to the support at $20, right? Because all these other traders see support at 20, so they all start buying it at 20. And that's how support and resistance can kind of sometimes become self-fulfilling. But all it is a price area where there's more buyers than there are sellers at support. There's more sellers than there are buyers at resistance. How do you use support and resistance? We at True Trading have used support and resistance in a variety of different ways, mostly to identify entry points for our trades and take profit targets and our stop losses. You use support and resistance to formulate your game plan. If you look at a stock and you say, hey, I think this stock's going to go higher for reasons XYZ. If you think the stock's going to go higher, well, let's find a support level that we can be a buyer at. And then if we get under that support level, we're going to stop out. That means we were wrong on the trade, right? So if you see support at $20 and you think the stock's going to go to 25, when the stock gets to $20.20, buy the stock because support is at 20. And then if maybe the stock gets to $19.40, well, now we're under $20. Let's get out of the trade. We're wrong. Let's take the loss and we'll move on. Let's control our risk, right? And resistance, we're going to look and see where's resistance. There's resistance at 22, 24, and 25. If we're looking at a chart, we see the resistance levels. Well, you'll learn how to see the levels. You'll learn how to see the levels when you guys join True Trading Group. But your resistance levels, then they become profit targets. So if you see resistance at 22, the stock gets to 22, sell some of your position. Then it gets to 24, sell more of your position. Then it gets to 25. Well, that was your target. Now you're out your trade. You're flat. Great job. Great trade. Enjoy your profits and then keep it moving. So support and resistance will help you identify entry points, stop losses, and profit targets. And that's how you formulate your game plan. And that's how you keep emotions out of the trade. You have a game plan, stick to it, keep your emotions in the backseat.
Excellent. Next question. What is a stop loss? Why is it important? And what's the difference between a mental and hard stop loss?
Great question. Stop losses are extremely important. It is how you control your risk. A stop loss is where you're going to get out if you're wrong. That's a stop loss. Okay. So using the example I just used, $20 is the support. So if it gets under $20, that means you're wrong. You want to get out of the trade. Now, stop losses should be under support levels if you're long. Okay. So if you buy it at $20.20 because support is 20 and the stock gets to $19.90, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily wrong. Support levels are not finite numbers. It's not like support is 20.00, and if it gets to 19.99, support's broken. That's not the way that the market works. Support is an area. It's a price area. So if you have support here, you want your stop loss to be here. It's not as finite as here's support and then there's your stop loss. You're going to get stopped out. The stock's going to continue higher almost all the time. So it's not here's support. It's here is support. There is your stop loss. Okay. And the difference between a mental stop and a hard stop, mental stop loss means you are going to manually get out of the trade. You're going to push the button when it's time for you to get out. A hard stop loss is a preset order. So a hard stop loss would be, I buy the stock at $20.20 and then I go and I set a hard stop loss at $19.50. Now I don't need to do anything. If the stock gets to $19.50, my brokerage platform is automatically going to sell the stock for me. I don't have to do it. Okay. That's a difference between a mental stop, means there's no order out there. I'm going to get out if the price gets there myself. Hard stop, there's a preset order your broker's going to get out for you. These are great questions, man.
Yep. One moment. Where is... All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
How important is stock market news when trading, and where can traders get the best news?
News is very important because fundamental catalyst will supersede technical analysis. You know, a lot of times support and resistance levels, they get broken because something fundamental has changed. That causes the price of the stock to either drastically move higher or drastically move lower because the value of the business, like we talked about before, the value of the business has drastically gone up or drastically gone down for whatever the reason is, whatever this news is. It could be a government contract. It could be a phase 2 clinical trial for breast cancer treatment. It could be an earnings announcement. It could be, you know, anything, right? I mean, all of these things can drastically change the value or the perceived value of a business. So understanding news is extremely important, and you should factor news into your trading decisions. You don't want to be continuously buying a stock that keeps coming out with negative news. You know, like you don't want to keep shorting a stock that keeps coming out with really good news. You know, it was like Nvidia. Yeah, you want to keep shorting Nvidia. They keep coming out with amazing news after news after news after news. It's same thing with Tesla over the last couple of months, like good news after good news after good news, and stock keeps going higher. You don't want to keep shorting a stock when they keep coming out with good news. So news is very important. Where do you get the best news? I mean, listen, as a member of True Trading, if you guys get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, I mean, that's a very expensive news feed that gives you real time up to the second news alerts on anything, on any stock, on the markets, on economic data, on everything. And that's included free with your membership to True Trading Group. So when you guys join TTG, you get that included in your membership. You don't have to pay extra for it. But these news feeds can be very expensive, like Bloomberg, very expensive news feed. You know, I watch CNBC during the day. I mean, they will cover a specific piece of news, but it's usually delayed. You know, I really like to rely on the Benzinga Pro newsfeed that you get as a member of True Trading Group.
Excellent. Okay, next question. Can you make money in the stock market with a full-time job? And if so, how?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not my opinion, it's fact. We have thousands of members of an intro trading group that have full-time jobs and are still able to make money. And how you're able to do that is by implementing a trading strategy that's going to fit your schedule. Now, obviously, if you were teaching a classroom full of 10-year-olds, or you're driving an ambulance truck, or you're operating a piece of heavy machinery, or you're a police officer on duty, maybe you're active military on tour, it's going to be very difficult, damn near impossible, for you to be a scalper. A scalper is someone that buys and sells within seconds or minutes. I mean, they're in and they're out 5 minutes later. You can't do that if you're working a busy full-time job. Now, maybe if you're working from home and you're in front of a computer all day, or maybe you're at your office and you're in your cubicle, or you're in your office and you're not bothered and you're in front of a computer, then yes, you could do that, right? But if that's not what you do for a living, you can't try implementing that trading strategy. You have to learn either traditional day trading, which means, like I'm a traditional day trader. My day trades last several hours. I also do swing trading, which means I'm going to get in today, I'll get out tomorrow or any day thereafter. So if you have a busy job, you're going to want to gravitate towards traditional day trading or swing trading, and not try to be a scalper, because it's never going to work for you. It's impossible. Your time schedule doesn't allow it. And at True Trading Group, we have a mobile app too. So if you guys can't be in front of your computer during the day, as long as you have a cell phone, you can see our screen share, because the mods share our screen with you during the day. You can listen to the audio commentary, because the mods and I talk to you on the mic all day long from pre-market to close. And then we also send you real-time push notifications when our moderators enter or exit their trades. So this way you get notified in real time from your cell phone. And that's how so many of our members are able to follow along with what we're doing during the day, by using the mobile app. And then also they're able to make money while working full-time jobs by implementing a style that is best suited for them.
Right. Excellent. Here's a question I know you're going to like. And guys, just a quick reminder, we're getting to the end of this Q&A. Everyone wants to go to their barbecue. We want to light some fireworks. Don't forget to smash that subscribe, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live tomorrow at, what's tomorrow? Wednesday at 4 p.m. So you definitely want to go ahead and set your reminders now. We hope that you're finding this useful. And yeah, all right, let's keep it moving. Got a couple more, and then we are going to wrap up. Here we go. Do I need $25,000 in my trading account to be a successful day trader or swing trader?
No. So what this person's referring to is called the PDT rule, pattern day trading rule. It's, in my opinion, the dumbest rule. I hate this rule. But what it means is, if you have less than $25,000 in your trading account and it's a margin account. Now, a margin account, there's two different types of accounts, margin and cash. A margin account means your broker is lending you money to trade with 4 times usually your buying power, or 4 times your cash for buying power. So whatever amount of cash you have in your account, multiply that by 4 times. That's how much buying power you're going to have, because your broker is going to lend you money. That's a margin account. If you were to do that type of account, if you do not have $25,000 in the account, you are under the PDT rule, which means you are only allowed to make 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period. So a day trade is buy today, sell today. You can only do that 3 times within 5 days. You're limited to that as a under PDT rule. A way around the PDT rule is to just use a cash account. A cash account, you're not bound to the PDT rule, but there's no margin, which means if you only have $2,000 in a cash account, you only have $2,000 worth of buying power. I suggest that people that are under PD, that are underneath that 25K and are in cash accounts with small accounts, learn how to trade options, okay? Because options require a much smaller amount of capital, because the options are so much cheaper than the equities themselves, than the stocks themselves. And the money clears in 1 day. Now, equities, the money clears in a couple of days. So if you buy, let's say, $500 of a stock today, you're not going to have that $500 in buying power tomorrow. You'll only have $1,500. If you have a $2,000 account and you use $500 of it today, tomorrow you only have $1,500 until the $500 clears in a couple of days. With options, the money clears the next day. So you don't really have to worry about not having buying power. And that's how you don't have to be bound to 3-day trades in a 5-day period. You don't need the 25K. You don't need a margin account. You can use a cash account. You can have $500 in it, $200 in it, $1,000 in it, and you can still trade as much as you want. And I would just suggest that you do it with options instead of trading stocks, because that's how you'll be able to use the buying power that you have, right? So that's how you guys, don't have to worry about having 25K in you don't need it. You don't need 25K to be successful. There's thousands of members of your trading group that have less than 25K and are still successful.
Okay. Last couple ones. Why do people say trading is a lonely sport? What does that mean?
Yeah, they say it's a lonely sport because you're by yourself, right? You're by yourself. Unless you're working at a professional prop firm or a hedge fund, you're not on a trading floor with other traders. You're at your desk by yourself. And it can be lonely because not a lot of people understand what traders go through, the mental battles that traders go through, the emotions, the psychological hurdles. And trying to talk to someone that doesn't understand it can be very frustrating because they just don't get it. They don't get what you're going through. That's why being part of a community of like-minded traders is very important, because you need people that you can talk to. You need people that you can relate to. You need people that understand what you're going through. You need people to share in your successes and your milestone achievements. And you also need people there to pick you up and support you during your struggles, because there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. You're going to hit your goals. You're going to reach milestones, and then you're going to have setbacks. Right. But there's no comeback without a setback, and you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. And you need people that have been through those exact same ups and downs to support you through that process. You need people to bounce trade ideas off of. You need people to test your strategy against and to have conversations with and to ask questions. That's why being part of a community is so important. And True Trading Group's community, it's not just because it's ours. The members in True Trading Group, we have members in 115 different countries, thousands of members from all over the world. They are the most incredible bunch of people that I've ever seen. The way that they help each other, the way they support each other, they're the best group of traders and the best group of human beings that I've ever met in my life. And I'm just happy to be building lifelong relationships with so many of these people.
All right. We got 4 more. This is one of 4. There are a lot of YouTube finance gurus. Do you consider yourself a guru? And why should anyone listen to you?
I don't know. I don't consider myself. I mean, I guess I would be considered a guru. I guess I don't consider myself that. I don't consider myself a guru. I just consider myself just a regular person. I'm just a regular guy. I've been doing this for over 17 years. I began my career working at a fund in New York. I was taught by professionals. I didn't learn trading through YouTube videos or Discord chats or Twitter. I was hired my first job out of college, and I sat in a classroom style setting for the first 3 months of my employment while other professional traders taught us how to trade. So I was very lucky and fortunate that was my journey. That was my process. That was my introduction to the markets, because I got started out right on the right foot with the right information and the right, building that right skill set. And why should people listen to me? I think people should listen to me not because I'm right 100% of the time, or I'm the world's greatest trader, because I'm not. I'm not right 100% of the time. I'm not the world's greatest trader. I'm a damn good trader, and I'm right a hell of a lot more times than I'm wrong. But you should listen to me because I understand this material more than most. I have been through multiple types of market environments. I've been through bull markets. I've been through bear markets. I've been through sideways markets. I have what I consider a phenomenal grasp on the macro picture and market sentiment and whether or not markets are going to move higher, markets are going to move lower. And I'm here to share my experiences and the knowledge that I have gained throughout those years with retail traders and investors that are looking to actually learn this stuff, because I realized very quickly that most of the information that is out there is complete trash. It's garbage. Most of the companies that are out there that provide some type of an education or alert service don't know their ass from their elbow, and they're not selling you knowledge. They're not selling you education. They're not selling you success. They're just selling you a dream. They're good marketers. They market, they feed on your desire to make money. They feed on your desire to get rich quick. They feed on your desire to, make easy money. There's nothing easy, and there's no get rich quick scheme in the stock market. You might not want to hear that, but it's what you need to hear. It's the truth. Okay. There is no, in 10 minutes a day, I'll show you how to make $1,000 every single day. There is no, this special AI bot that's going to trade for you. It's going to have a 90% success rate, do nothing. Like, none of these things are legitimate. None of these things are real. I worked on Wall Street. I'll tell you guys that there is no special indicator or special pattern that Wall Street knows about that retail doesn't, that allows us to make money and that allows you to just continuously fail. It doesn't exist. If it did, trust me, I would be using it, but it doesn't. The secret to the stock market is just an actual real education. It's not a coincidence that when I got hired at that fund, my first 3 months was education. It wasn't trading. So if a professional firm in New York is not going to let a new hire touch their money before they're educated, why are you touching your money until you're educated? Listen to me, because I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not because I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. And there's a lot of other programs and services out there that tell you what you want to hear. They tell you that they have the unicorn, they have the leprechaun, all these fantasy things that you think there has to be someone that can predict the future. There has to be. And this person's going to tell you that they have it, and they're going to charge you $5,000 for it. And you're going to join, you're going to realize it's not what you thought it was, but you already sent them your money. And that's why people think the stock market's a scam. It's because they're being scammed by people in relation to the stock market. The stock market itself is not a scam. That's why you should listen. That's why I believe that you should listen to me. I don't know. It's a weird question, but I hope I answered it well enough.
Why does True Trading Group exist? And why do you charge to help people trade and get involved in the stock market? Shouldn't you? And I'm going to add to that. Shouldn't you just make enough money from trading? I mean, if you were so successful, why charge?
Right. Why not do it all for free? Right.
Or at all? Why would you want the competition?
I don't, it's not competition. It's not, we're not trading, these tiny little penny stocks that have no volume. We're trading, the big boards. We're trading, small caps, mid caps, large caps, stocks and options and ETFs. There's no competition. So, True Trading Group, I'll start with the first part. Why does True Trading Group exist? It exists to empower the retail trader and to fill a void of something that was needed. When you look to start a business or start a company, you find a problem, you identify a problem, then you create a solution for it. And the problem is what I just talked about, is that the stock market's the greatest wealth building opportunity that you'll ever have in your entire life. But sadly, 50% of Americans don't own stocks. And that is horrifying. And that's terrible. And that's the reason why a lot of people and a lot of families are stuck. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of families do not progress generation to generation, because they're not making the right investment decisions, or they're not making investments at all. If the day that your child was born, you put $500 into an index fund, by the time your child is 30, they've got enough money to buy their own house. It's truth. Just do the math. Do the math. But people don't make these decisions. They stay away from it because they're scared of losing money, or they've been scammed before. And that is terrible. I know firsthand. I myself would not be where I am today if I did not have this knowledge and this skill set. I know firsthand the power that this knowledge and this skill set can have on an individual and their family, because I've lived it myself. I wouldn't be where I am today without it. Hands down, not a chance. So I want True Trading Group to be the reason why professionals no longer call retail traders dumb money. I want True Trading Group to be the reason why the retail trader, COVID was the reason why you had this wave of retail traders enter the markets, right, in 2020, 2021. But True Trading Group's the reason why they're staying, right? This is what I want people to understand. The real way to take advantage of the markets is not meme stocks. Meme stocks is not the way for you guys to actually build wealth in the markets over time. Trade them, trade the crap out of them. They're a lot of fun, generate some income, but there's not a single meme stock that's worth a spot in your long-term portfolio. They're all crap. You look at these stocks are now all down 90% from where they were. So TTG exists to empower the retail trader. And why do we charge money for this? Guys, True Trading Group's a business. We have built a platform that has the education that you need and the tools that you need. Those tools are not free. We as a company have to pay a lot of money so that you have access to Benzinga Pro's newsfeed, Quote Media's Level 2, the Trade Idea Scanner, Trading Views charts, analyst ratings, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, trading journal, social sentiment scanner. These things cost a lot of money. As a business, we need to generate revenue in order to pay those expenses so that we could operate profitably, so we can grow this platform and provide this one-stop solution for retail traders to give them a real fighting chance by giving them the tools that they need and also giving you the education that you need in order for you guys to have the best chance of being successful.
Excellent. All right. We got to welcome Mike.
Nice. Mike, welcome to the family, bro. Welcome to the TGD fam. You guys have until tomorrow at midnight for the July 4th sale. It's 63% off. I would hurry up and go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code, and then you'll get that 63% discount. $820 for the whole year. No upsells for courses or tools. They're all included.
Yep. All right. And 2 more questions. Here's the first one. We get this question all the time. Is the stock market rigged against the retail trader?
No. It's just the retail trader doesn't know what they're doing. So it feels like it's rigged. It's not actually rigged. There's nothing stopping you from buying the exact same stocks that Warren Buffett buys. Warren Buffett tomorrow can be like, hey guys, I'm buying AMD. You can go tomorrow and buy AMD. But then when the stock goes down 10%, you're going to freak out and you're going to sell it, and Warren Buffett's not. And then 5 years later, the stock's up 350%. You don't own it and he does. Stock market's not rigged against you. People that say it's rigged are people that just have absolutely no idea what they're doing or how the market works. It's not rigged against you.
And last question. Try and be as objective as possible.
Okay.
Is it possible for someone to learn to trade from watching free YouTube videos?
No. What I will tell you is this. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos. 95% of them are worthless. 95% of them are just trying to get your attention. They talk about the most outlandish things just to keep your attention. Like this stock's going to go to 1,000, or the banking system's going to collapse, and it's the Great Depression, and zombies are taking over the earth. All this stupid stuff that actually gives you no valuable information or helps you make any actual decision with your money and your life. It's just meant to capture your eyeballs, because that's how those people make money, by putting ads on their platform. The more people that watch, the more money they make, and that's all they care about. They don't care about actually giving you any information. Now, our YouTube channel is one of the few YouTube channels that I genuinely feel provides real education and information. And I do believe that you could improve your trading just by watching our YouTube videos. There have been many people that are now members of True Trading Group that told me that even before they joined, that the reason they joined is because they saw improvement just from watching my YouTube channel. And the information that I share and the lessons that I go over, that they were actually able to improve their trading just based on the 10% of the education that I give on a YouTube channel and they're like, wow, well, if I'm getting better just from his YouTube channels, then imagine if I was part of the community and I was actually going through the courses and I was working with him and the other moderators that are part. It's not just me, guys. There's a bunch of other professional traders that are mods in True Trading Group as well. It's not just me. Okay. I'm the person you see on these lives, but the True Trading Group is not a one-man show. I mean, we have 30 employees. I mean, you have 10 professional trading moderators that are going to be there to help you guys throughout your process and throughout your journey. I think that, watching our YouTube channel can maybe prevent you from losing money, but in order for you to become truly successful, you're not going to do it just by watching YouTube videos. I mean, you got to decide if you want to really learn this skill. You have to make a decision to actually, put forth some effort to learn the skill. Right. There's no other skill out there that you would learn just like that. I mean, you've got to actually decide I want to learn, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to learn. This isn't, you don't become successful in the markets by luck, right? You don't become successful overnight. It's a skill that you build. And it's a skill that you work towards to achieve. So I don't think you can do it just by watching free YouTube videos.
All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Nice, man. No, it was really good. Some really, really great questions. You guys enjoy that? If you guys enjoy that, maybe sound off in chat if you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, smash the like button too. That like button looks like it needs a beating.
Yeah, guys, smash the like button. We're spending some time with you guys here on July 4th before we break for all of our festivities.
And what I think is cool is we didn't send out any emails, any ads, any push notifications, nothing. And we have 224 people on this stream. Normally we have, anywhere between, on average 800 to like 1100. So I think that's cool. This is all just from, whoever was in STR, which was like, 100 people and everyone else. I'm actually curious, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, can you type the number 1? I'm sorry, if you are not a member of True Trading Group, type TTG in chat. If you are not a member of True Trading Group. I am just curious as to who is on here that's actually not a member. Don't worry, there's not a big sales pitch today. We'll hit you with that tomorrow. I'm just curious to see who's hanging out with us that are not members right now. Alan Harding, welcome. B. Wayne, 8K. Nice. Johnny Gutierrez. All right. I know Squid wasn't. Did you see that comment earlier from Squid?
Yeah, they came to troll, but actually said that this was.
Yeah, that was cool, man. And I respect the honesty, dude. I really do. I told him to come back tomorrow. He can troll then. Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, what else, Michael?
That's it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go enjoy the holiday. I will tell you guys real quickly.
Yeah, we gotta welcome David Jackson as well. Oh, I just said his last name like an idiot. We gotta welcome David.
David, welcome to the family. Everybody, welcome David, newest member of the group. Guys, welcome David. David, welcome to the family, guys. So yeah, you guys have until tomorrow night at midnight for the July 4th sale. Okay, so the way the July 4th sale works is the price of True Trading Group is normally $2,212, but until tomorrow at midnight, with the coupon code TTG121, you can get 63% off. It brings the price all the way down to $820 for the entire year. All courses and all tools are included for the 820. There's no upsell for those things. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops $820. Again, guys, that includes everything. Includes our entire 22 course curriculum. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You guys get access to all of it. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed with congressional trading data and insider trades. You can track trades by Congress and also track trades by management teams. That's over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga on your own. It's included for the 820. You get Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform all day, every day for you guys to use. Our own scanner lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. All of this is included for the 820. You get a trading journal that tracks your trading and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. A social sentiment scanner tells you what's talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings for any stock you're interested in. A watch list every day the mods publish. We tell you what stocks we're focused on with entry and exit points, so you know exactly where to focus your attention before the day ever begins. You will also then be getting access to our video library. The video library.
Right, we gotta change this picture. I don't know who you're pointing at.
Me neither. No idea.
We gotta change that picture, you know?
Sure. It's been there for about 5 years.
Yeah. Real quick, everybody, when you get to the page, like everybody, like all the people that are definitely gonna buy now and not go do fireworks, but if and when you get to the page, the price will say $2,212. Don't worry, you have to manually enter TTG121, hit enter, and the price will then adjust. Then you check out. Okay? You have to enter that coupon code first. This is all. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's it. And the video library, 600 hours of workshops and webinars that you guys could watch, and then you can attend them live once you become a full-time member. Guys, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined TTG, but what I can guarantee is if you can't make the $820 back at least one time after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending a study group, we'll give you back double your money. That's $1,640. That's our double your money back guarantee. I can give you that because we only have a refund rate of 2.39%. 78% of our members renew their membership or go on to become lifetime members. And we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. If our refund rate was 15 or 20%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. We'd go out of business. So you guys can go to ttgoffer.com now, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops all the way to $820, grab that price. You got your double your money back guarantee for peace of mind. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind to hold us accountable. Enjoy the fireworks, folks. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, and text us if you have any questions or you're having a hard time signing up. 786-505-4049. That phone number is right at the bottom of your screen. So text us if you have any questions, or if you used to be a member or you used to be a trial member and you guys want to join, we got to whitelist your email address. So you got to send a text that number. All right. Take care, folks. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.